What's up, ladies and gentlemen, how are you all doing? It's your boy Fusion. In today's video I'm bringing you the official Treyarch Zombies tier listing. We've not done this in a long time, and so I kind of just want to see whether my opinion has changed on a few maps and stuff like that. So as you can see here, we have all of the maps literally listed down right here, and they're not all in order. It's not really a huge issue for me. I'm okay with that. We are just going to go through each one of these, and yeah, let's just see where I rank them. Coming in with the first one, which is Moon, I'm actually gonna go ahead and put it in D tier. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people that are upset with this because I know a lot of people like Moon. Just simply, for me, Moon just never clicked with me. I just really didn't enjoy the map all that much. Now, I am going to give it a bit of credit. It does look really cool. It is a cool map. It is literally zombies on the moon, which is really cool, but it was just never, you know, really my cup of tea. It just never clicked with me, and that's why I've decided to go with D tier for Moon. Coming in with Transit, some people are probably going to be shocked. I'm going to put it in B tier. Now, I know a lot of people, like I said, yeah, they're going to be shocked, and to be honest, I genuinely think Transit's a good map. It gets a lot of hate, and I can understand why, but honestly, when you really think about it, Transit really isn't that bad. However, now thinking about it, I'm actually going to put it in C tier. So I'm not going to put it in B, I'm going to put it in C. I think I think it deserves a C tier, to be 100% honest. Coming in with the third one, I'm actually going to put Nuketown in B tier. Nuketown's good fun, and in a way it's underrated. You don't see many people playing it, but it is a good fun map to play, and I have to say, it is a pretty good map, so I'm going to put it in B tier. This is about to shock a lot of people. Die Rise, I'm putting it in A tier. It is definitely not God tier. It's definitely not S tier. By all means, but Die Rise is a really good map. It's a good fun map, and you know, I think the one critic that it gets a lot of hate for is the fact that, yeah, you can take full damage, but at the end of the day, to be 100% honest, if you are going down quite a lot in Die Rise because of full damage, I hate to say it, but you're more than likely probably one of the less kind of skilled players, although, you know, zombies doesn't really take all that much skill, but I think it's just about learning the map and learning where you can land safely. To be honest, the amount of times that you go down from full damage has to be like 0.2% of the time, to be 100% honest. At least that's how it is for me. I've never really died by full damage on Die Rise, simply because I know where to land and all that, and yeah, it's never really been an issue. Mob of the Dead, S tier. Mob of the Dead is my favorite map, and I do actually know a few people that don't like Mob of the Dead, and fair enough to them. You know, if they don't like it, they don't like it, but Mob of the Dead to me is what really changed zombies, because there was a lot of unique things about Mob of the Dead, and Mob of the Dead to me was just such a fun, innovative map. There are many kind of training spots and also camping spots as well, so it kind of fits for everyone's kind of needs and whatnot. But Mob of the Dead to me was just a fantastic map. It definitely had a few little problems here and there, but honestly never really affected me. Mob of the Dead to me is the best map currently out there. Coming in at Buried, and to be honest, I feel like a lot of people are going to be shocked. I just want to very quickly emphasize, this is my own opinion, and obviously not everyone's going to agree, and that is fair enough. The reason why I put Buried at C tier is simply because it's too easy. Obviously, yeah, you can make it more difficult. A map shouldn't be too easy like Buried. And let me just give a few kind of small little reasons on why Buried is so easy. First off, you got the paralyzer. It's infinite ammo, and if you know how to use it right, you won't need to like fully recharge it or anything. On top of that, you've got buildables, a lot of buildables, which can kill a lot of zombies until high rounds. So it's almost like any other weapon is just useless. You might as well just use the paralyzer and buildables to literally get yourself to round 100. And you know, Buried to me is just a very boring map. Now, the reason why I put it at C instead of anything lower is simply because the map is quite fun with friends. I don't find it fun on solo, but with friends is actually good fun. But on top of that, it's just a nice looking map. It genuinely is a nice looking map. Next we have Origins, and I'm gonna slap that right into the S tier because Origins again it's not my favorite map, but it's my second favorite map, and Origins is just beautiful in many ways. You know, you got the staffs, you got the robots, you got the Panzer Soldat. He might be a pain in the ass, but it's still a cool little addition to the actual map itself. But the map just looks gorgeous. It looks beautiful, it's nice looking. And to be honest, there's not really too many complaints that I've got about Origins, so that's why I put it in S tier. Okay, so we're now heading into the Black Ops 3 territory, and Shadows of Evil is definitely deserving of S tier. Quite similar to Mob of the Dead and Origins. The color palette is just amazing. The way that the map looks is fantastic. There's genuinely no complaints about Shadows of Evil, but to me, Shadows of Evil is very unique. The color palette is amazing. The skybox, if you ever look at that, it's beautiful. So goddamn good. And to me, Shadows of Evil is definitely deserving of S tier. Now, coming into the Giant, honestly, this is a difficult one. We have the Giant and also the Reese, so that's good that we can actually differentiate between those two. For me, the Giant has to go as it's got to go as a D tier. I gotta be honest. The Giant to me was just not that good. It was okay. Obviously, it's the remaster of the Reese, but to be honest, the remaster was not as good as the original, to be 100% honest, and I'm just gonna leave it as that. The Giant for me is a D tier map. It's not fantastic. It's not the worst by all means. It's just not good. The Eisendrache is, for me, it's very close to either being A or S. That is very difficult. That is very difficult. I didn't think it would be this difficult to actually decide whether it goes in A or S. I think I gotta go with S because it has many unique features similar to Origins. Obviously, it's got the bows, and again, it brings back the Panzer Soldat. But the Eisendrache, again, is a beautiful map, very similar to Mob, Origins, and Shadows of Evil. So I'm willing to give the Eisendrache S tier because it genuinely is a good map. I think for me, the reason why I struggle to put it either in S or A is simply because I haven't played loads of the Eisendrache, definitely not as much as Mob or Origins or Shadows of Evil, but the Eisendrache is a good map. I know I know that it's a very good map, and it's good fun for high rounding as well. Now, Nuketown Totem, if I included the nostalgia, straight away put it in A, maybe B, but I'm gonna take that away. I'm gonna put it in C. Let's be honest, Nuketown Totem did not bring all that much. Obviously, yeah, it was the starting map of zombies, and for what it was in World at War, really good fun. But let's be honest, it wasn't the best. If you know what I'm trying to get at, it didn't have any unique features at the time, which is fair enough. It only just came out. It was a little project that they were working on, and that's fair enough. It was never going to be as good as some of the maps that we have right now. Zetsumo no Shima, I used to hate a lot, and from my understanding, I actually put it in F tier the last time that I did this video. Now I'm willing to put it in A. For me, it's not an S. I still believe that the setup is ridiculously long. It's tedious. There's a lot to it. But once you get set up, the map is really fun. To be 100% honest, I remember playing this with Webby, and I really enjoyed it. And to be honest, apart from the setup being tedious and long, I have no other complaints with it. It's a good map. It is good fun, but it just takes a long time to set up. But that's my only issue with the map. God Croving, to be 100% honest, my opinion has not changed. I know a lot of people are going to be screaming right now, probably at their monitor saying, Sean, what the fuck? Yes, I know I'm not a fan of God Crovey. That is why I put it in F. I don't enjoy it. I just don't. Revelations, I have played it, and it's a pretty good map. It's okay, but to be honest, I'm gonna put it in D tier, just simply because for me, Revelations just never really clicked. Similar to Moon, it was just one of those maps that just never really clicked with me, to be 100% honest. Voyage, I don't have to talk about it. IX, A tier. It is a fantastic map, probably the second best map of Black Ops 4. Again, not really many complaints with it. The reason why it's not in SC is simply because it's the Black Ops 4 engine. It's not fantastic. It's okay, don't get me wrong, but it's just not fantastic. If it came out on Black Ops 3, I probably would love it a lot more, but Black Ops 4 just simply wasn't the best, so I gotta say, A tier is probably the best I can give it right now. Blood, it's actually quite difficult between B and A. I think I'm gonna go with B. A lot of people don't like Blood, and I can understand why, but I actually think it's quite a good map. Of course, it was never gonna be as good as Mob of the Dead. The high round strategy is fun. It's difficult, but it is fun, and so that's why I'm gonna give it a B tier. That's fine. Ooh, I'm gonna put it in A. I'm actually going to put it in A. The reason why I'm putting it in A tier is simply because Classified took what 5 was and made it a lot better. Last time that I played Classified, I had really good fun on it. Not only can you do high rounds, but you can do world record attempts and you can still have so much fun on it. It's definitely... It gets you, like, pumped up in a way, especially when doing world records, and just doing it on Classified was really good fun. So Classified, I think it's definitely deserving of the A tier. Dead of the Night, I'm thinking either C or D. Dead of the Night was okay, but it just never really clicked. Just never really clicked with me. So I'm gonna put it in D tier. It just wasn't my favorite, to be 100% honest. Now, very quickly, I'm gonna make a new kind of row for maps I've not played, and Ancient Evil goes right into there. Simply, I've not played Ancient Evil, and I don't know if I will. So to be 100% honest, I just don't think it's fair. Because I've not played it, there's no point in ranking it, to be 100% honest, so I'm just going to leave it as there. Ancient Evil, maps I've not played. It's a map that I've just simply not played. Alpha Omega. Let's go ahead and rank this. Alpha Omega is definitely not as good as Nuketown, but I don't think it was just right under it. I think it was, yeah, I'm gonna put it in D tier, and I think a lot of people are gonna complain with that, and I do apologize, but Alpha Omega was just never really my cup of tea, to be 100% honest. So Alpha Omega, that's where it is. Verrucht, I'm willing to give it a C tier. Verrucht was spooky, kind of creepy, and I liked that. I think Verrucht was a fun map to play. Not all the time, but sometimes it was definitely good fun to play, so I can't really complain too much. So Verrucht definitely deserves a C tier. And Tag the Totem, I'm actually willing to give a C tier as well. Tag the Totem was good fun. Not as good as Call of the Dead, which obviously I think Call of the Dead is going to be ranked higher. So, but Tag the Totem was good fun. It was okay. But just definitely not my favorite. Chino Numa, I'm going to put in C tier. Chino Numa was one of those maps that I didn't really play all that much. But when I did play it, I had a relatively good time. It was a map that I couldn't really complain too much with, but it was good fun. And Doris, I gotta be 100% honest, it has to. Doris is one of those maps that is fantastic in every single way, in my opinion. Doris brought a challenge. It's a very difficult map. It's not easy whatsoever, but Doris is really good fun, and that is one of the things that I just love about it. The Wonder Waff is a really cool wonder weapon, so I think that really just adds to it. But Doris, World at War, and Black Ops 1, both of them are fantastic, so I gotta give them both credit. Keynote the Totem, again, I'm gonna get rid of nostalgia and just simply look at it for what the map is. I want to put it in S, I genuinely do, because Keynote the Totem is probably my favorite Black Ops 1 map, but looking at it from a non-nostalgic point of view, I think I've gotta put it in A. Keynote the Totem was the best map of Black Ops 1 in my wholehearted opinion. Keynote the Totem is still a fantastic map, don't get me wrong. It just doesn't have that many unique features for it to go in S tier, to be 100% honest. 5, I'm willing to honestly put this in B tier, because 5's actually a good fun map. It's fun, it's very difficult, which is what I like. I love having a challenge, and 5 definitely gives me a challenge to try and complete. You know, if I'm going for around 50 or something, I've still never done that on 5. The highest I've got is like 45, but 5's a difficult map, and I really commend it for it. Ascension, I think it's gonna go either C or B, but I'm honestly willing to be nice. Ascension, whether you're playing it on Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 3, is still really good fun. I remember getting around 100 on Black Ops 3 Ascension, and it was really fun. It was kind of nerve-wracking, especially with the strategy that I was doing for quite a lot of the time, but it was good fun. And I think it definitely deserves B tier, to be 100% honest. Call of the Dead, A tier, 100%. For me, I can't put it in S tier simply because of George. He's a pain in the ass. Even killing him just takes so long. And once you kill him, I mean, you get a free perk, which is great, but the amount of bullets that you gotta put into the guy is ridiculous. So if he was easier to kill, he would go in S tier, but honestly, I think A tier is perfect for Call of the Dead. Last but not least, we have Shangri-La, and to be 100% honest, Shangri-La was one of those maps that I rarely played, simply because I didn't really enjoy it, so it's got to go in D tier. And that is my tier listing for the Treyarch Zombies maps. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and put the post notifications on as well. Appreciate everyone that watched. Thank you all. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Bye bye.